How will I read this title on the first seconds of video? So these quote unquote corn quote unquote recovery coach is unironically evil by Rev says this. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's watch it.
Guys are here. So today we're going to be talking about a particular YouTube channel that is ridiculous for reasons that will become very clear in just a moment. And due to the subject matter we're going to cover, this video will likely get bonked by YouTube. So becoming an engaged viewer by liking, subscribing, or commenting on this video will help get the message out there. This also makes you an engaged viewer, which means your view will actually count. This is a new system on YouTube where you can watch a video in its entirety, but if you don't do those 3 steps, or at least one of them to become an engaged viewer, your view might not count.
Yeah,
so
that's
let's
true.
do one of
So
those
you guys
and help
out there,
spread
my
the
dear
message,
Fox
because what's
Wings, do
happening
the
here
same,
is insane.
please.
Over the years, I've talked about hundreds of content creators, channels I disagree with, channels that I think might even have some messed up rhetoric. But there are some rare times where the channel we're talking about is just, they gotta go. Like, this is another example that this channel has gotta go. What they're doing is so predatory and insane, they do not belong here. So here's the channel we're talking about today. It's called Fight the Beast, okay? And this channel explains what the beast is in a pinned video, which will be ironic for many reasons in just a second. But the beast to her, or was, addiction to adult content and acting upon that. She sells herself as a coach that will help you heal from an adult content addiction, okay? And this is something she has campaigned on. This is something she has monetized for many years, and she has described that she has helped hundreds, if not thousands of men try to get over this addiction. So if you go to her links page, you might be confused why this coach fights.
I mean, she's not lying. She helped them try. It doesn't mean that they got it.
Fighting this sort of addiction has some standard links right here about people trying to quit, but also has this link saying, not interested in recovery, with spicy emojis around it.
Oh, no. Oh, hell no. Oh, God. No. This can't be real. Oh, my God. This can't be real. No way, man. No way. This ain't real. No. This is what I think it is. No. Oh, my God. No fucking way, man. What I'm supposed to say? What I'm supposed to say? This thing, like, got me out of, like, I'm shocked, okay? I'm shocked because I wasn't, literally the last thing I would be expecting. I was expecting some kind of scam or something like that, but I wasn't oh my God. I wasn't expecting this. Holy shit. Oh God, like, I even need to, like, line up my thoughts for this because it really got me surprised. I was expecting everything less this because, I mean, come on, the entire objective of the entire channel is, like, making people, like, get over the addiction of corn, So it's the last thing I would expect in such a place. What the fuck is going on? Oh my God.
And to answer your first question, yes, it's a link to her OnlyFans pages. And to answer your second question, yes, one of them is paywalled with full-on pornography that she's posting. Okay? I cannot sugarcoat this enough.
Oh my God.
This is some of the most vile content and choices I've...
This is so fucking evil. Like, you create a channel to, like, hoard people, like, to attract people that are interested in get rid of that addiction to corn, and, like, it might be so difficult today already to get over this. And then they get all the strength they got to, like, oh, let's do this. I will stop and etc. Whatever. And then they search for channels and stuff like that to like to get into this mindset to like help them out. And then, like, it's like in your that alcoholics, anonymous alcoholics, like, they do these reunion groups for people trying to get rid of alcohol. Imagine if every time you go to these reunions, to this circle, to talk and say your experience, you guys like went off for it, like beer, literally like whiskey or whatever, It's the same thing. This is so devilish. This is evil. This is evil. She should be behind of bars because of this, literally. No way. You don't do this. You don't do this.
I've ever seen on YouTube to basically
it's so fucking
captivate this
unbelievable,
audience
man.
that
oh my God,
for years and years, we're going to help you get through your addiction to adult.
When I think I saw literally everything on my life, like, on the internet or on the world, I am always surprised again and again. Like, it's the first time ever in my life I saw someone does such a thing. Like, I never saw such a thing before. Never ever in my life. I never saw, literally, and not just about this particular case, like copies of this, but I never, like, oh my God, like, how this is so, how is this possible? This is evil, man. This is so fucking evil.
Content. And then to turn around years later and basically say, you probably will never beat this, so let me sell you my adult content instead. Basically trying to trap all these people in a net she's been collecting for years to financially benefit herself by feeding into their addictions that they were trusting her to help them beat. That is diabolical, ladies and gentlemen. And you can see, like,
yeah, fight the beast, giving into the beast here.
Like the descent, like recently you can see, posting the OnlyFans and why she left religion and all these things. Then you scroll down to like a year ago, right? Where she's giving tips on how to beat this addiction. But now she's basically telling you, pay me to feed into it. That's how insane things have gotten. And recently she went viral, and this is how I noticed this account in the first place, because of this post she made 3 weeks ago. You can see it's going really well right now. It's titled, From Porn Addiction Recovery Coach to OnlyFans, What Broke Me? And it's so ironic she describes it as, what broke me? Because clearly something was broken over the past year.
What the fuck? Like, what? Like, why this is... Like... I don't... Okay, fine.
Or so that led her down this insanely manipulative and disgusting path where she's trying to monetize the people she was attempting to help for years.
I'm honestly so scared of making this video.
Oh no.
And I will cry. Not because I think that I'm in the wrong, but most of you won't understand. As the title of this video said, after 5 years of teaching porn and sexual addiction recovery, I created and launched an OnlyFans. That decision has hurt a lot of people tremendously. People have told me that they had panic attacks, that they've cried, that they felt sick, that they were shaking, and I feel terrible about that. But I need you to
You don't feel anything. The only thing you worry about is your reputation and all of this. Is how society is seeing you and targeting you now because of this. And even though you have all of this media over yourself now, because I bet you somewhat is loving it, because I believe you were making piles of money with that as well. But even though you're still worried because you're probably not rich, I don't know. I don't know. It's all supposed. I'm not in your head, but come on. What was your, like, what you thought when you done such a thing? I really cannot understand this. I really don't. If it's just to market, like, it's on purpose for you to get discovered. So, you become you become viral on the internet when people started talking about you. I don't know if you did it only just because of that, or because it would be, I don't know, you would be targeting people that are trying to get away from it. And I don't know, how do you decided that it would be like a profitable thing? But even so, even being profitable, is it clearly like I don't think it's illegal, but it's immoral. Like, oh God, you're worse than the other whores on OnlyFans, you know? You literally was able to like descend to go lower in a level that I never thought I would be capable of seeing someone in such a level, you know? Like, it's a first in my life, for real. I never have seen such a thing in my life. I really lack words to talk about this because really it got me out of surprise. I don't know what to say about it. Oh God, like I don't understand what reasoning can you possibly bring to us in your goddamn explanation to justify your goddamn actions. I just can't. God, I just can't. It's not possible, okay?
Understand that this decision was made very, very carefully. Understand that I have my reasons for what I did.
Very carefully.
That's the reason. Money.
Yes,
she is charging a very large sum for people to get into that page. And if she thought this stuff was so helpful, wouldn't she just give it out for free?
Whore.
Right? Like, she's trying to paywall this for her own enrichment. And on top of that, like, you can hear the coping. There's a level of self-awareness here where she's like, I'm so sad about this. I was so scared.
You see, that's why I always tell that these people are devoid of soul, like they are empty inside. They are capable of doing literally everything because of money or because of fame or whatever they think it's like top tier one, like desire on the life. Narcissistic evil bitches.
To post this, and I've heard a lot of people like, yeah, no kidding. People trusted you. They confided in you. They paid you for help to break their addiction to this cycle, and now you're feeding into it and monetizing it. That is so disturbing. It turns out the beast was her. She was the beast all along. And she's been playing people like a fiddle for years. And yes, to this woman, you are wrong. You set people up for failure.
Like the beast of Revelation
itself. You try to help them,
itself.
quote unquote, try to help them, and now you're feeding into the thing that is ruining their life just so you can make a quick buck. Now, here's another section of this video we're going to look at where she talks about taking ownership.
In the new link in my bio, you go scroll down and it says, I don't want to quit porn. And then there's a page and it says, what do you want? I don't want to quit porn. I do want to quit porn. You have that choice.
No,
okay?
it's justifiable.
And I think that's a very important choice for men to recognize. I have worked with so many men that deep down I knew that they didn't want to quit. They just didn't want to feel guilty anymore. And that's very hard. I've worked with some men for months, even years, and I'm just like, they like what they're doing. And I want those people to just take ownership. The world is extremely complex. There's a lot of nuance here. I think we really need to stop blaming the porn industry, stop blaming female creators. And so I literally threw myself out there, literally saying, what, you're going to blame me? The one that you respect the most, you're going to blame me? Well, a lot of people lost respect for me, I guess. I don't know. But it's like, don't blame me. That content, I'll put it out there. You still have the choice. You can book a recovery call with me. You can book.
As you still have the choice to work with literally anything else instead of it. You know? And not only you chose porn, but you also chose like be worse than the other bitches out there. You went lower. You went in a whole new level that I didn't even thought that was possible.
Book a coaching call with me, or you can, like I said in my TikTok video, sink your ship. Like, that's up to you, bro. Like, you gotta decide, like, which force is stronger in your head.
Yeah, now this what she said is right. Like, you're a grown-ass adult. You give your money to her because you want to. It's your responsibility, okay? It's on you. But what she done is actually so fucking evil. It is. Because clearly people that are worried, I mean, I know probably most are not like that. Most are just like, I don't know, like normal people that are worried because they are doing stuff like this in a normal basis. They are like, because there is clearly a stigma on men in society doing this stuff. Everyone knows that. Everyone's nothing new. We're in 2025. Okay? And a lot of them are worried about with this stigma, so they think they are literally like for real doing something wrong to their lives with that, and they are trying their best to stop, and they find you. And what do you do with them? What do you do? Like, the problem is not even this like common people, but there is real addicted ones. They're like, I don't know, like they're literally, I don't know how it is, but they literally think about this stuff like 24/7, you know, and they are really trying their best to like stop, and they find you. Do you know how serious this is? Do you know what you're doing to these people? They probably like most of them spend a lot like the last chance, the last like energy they had, like to try to do something right, go like really try to be like healthy again, like trying to avoid this stuff with their best of their energy, and then you showed up and give them what? Your OnlyFans? Get the fuck out. Oh God.
I mean, the porn's out there. There's plenty of it. I'm just saying, look, the choice is yours. I'm not fighting the industry. You're fighting the industry in your own head, and you have to decide what you want. You're fighting yourself.
This section is crazy, right? What do you want? She keeps asking over and over again, what do you want? Okay, ask a crackhead what they want. Hold up a job application and potential sobriety.
We need to start calling these creatures for what they are, okay? Bitches, whores. We need to bring this back, okay? Not only that, but for everything. Like, we cannot even call people nowadays for what they truly are. What the fuck? I mean, I know YouTube has problems against it, but we have to try, okay? We have to start enforcing this stuff. We cannot let this go, because look at how society is going, to where society is going. I mean, of course I know, like, I know better than anyone that this is already lost. But I don't know, I just cannot look at this. I just can't look at this and, like, gracefully accept all of this bullshit in front of me. I can't. Okay, I can't. I'm sorry. Okay, I probably, like, very stupid. It will probably bring me a lot of problems later on, in the sense of losing my channel, or I don't know, okay? But I just can't look at such a thing and not put all of these feelings I have inside out, okay? Because this is crazy. This is so fucking crazy, okay? This is so fucking crazy.
And then put a brick next to it. I think I know what they're probably going to take in most cases. That is so stupid as someone who is trying to convince people that what they were doing was harming them and self-destructive, and then to turn around and just say, well, what do you want? Yeah, what do you want? And then she goes, well, to help with that choice, I threw myself out there. And now you're gonna blame me? Someone who you hold up on such a pedestal? Like, she tries to literally guilt trip and shame these people into feeling like they have to support this new treatment, which I feel bad even saying that in quotes. And she's trying to basically make herself out to be some sacrificial lamb, trying to...
But yeah, you're the right one, Rev. I'm the crazy one for calling her for what her truly is.
Save all these men she supposedly cared so much about, while literally feeding into the thing that they wanted to rid their lives of, right? And she couldn't even help herself, right? She's not just going for this new OnlyFans angle of her treatment program. She was also doing so while shilling recovery calls and coaching. Like, don't worry. You might go on to the new page and you'll relapse and have an issue, but if that happens, don't worry. You could always pay me more for a recovery call. Yeah, why do you need those services if none of these things are self-destructive in any sort of a way? And she uses the justification of, well, it's all out there. You know, at one point she talks about like the adult industry and how terrible and awful it is, but what she's doing is totally like fine and whatever. But she tries to say, like, this stuff's out there, so what's the harm in me jumping in? Well, that's like someone saying to a drug addict, like, dude, what's the big deal? There's so much out there already. And making it even worse, this would be like their recovery therapist saying it to them and then offering them some directly and saying, not only can you do this and I'll help you do it, You shouldn't feel ashamed. That is a common theme throughout the video. We're not playing the whole 28-minute video, don't worry. But she talks over and over again about shame and guilt and how you should never feel those things. And she genuinely believes that it's not the content, it's not the addiction, it's the shame. That's the problem. People feeling guilty. That's what's feeding all this. There's no reason to stop making this stuff. It's clearly not harmful. It's like literally insane. And she even tries at many points not just to say you shouldn't feel guilty. She's saying basically this stuff isn't wrong at all. And
I think she's not aware of what is a person addicted to porn, you know? She has no idea. It's not possible. Or she has idea, but she's like, she's like denying the reality because she's just trying to make up excuses for continue doing, and not only continue doing what she's doing, but to give excuses for what everything that she has done up until now.
And that a lot of men, well, they don't want to quit this thing even though they're addicted to it. Like, the fact that she's called, fight.
That's why it's an addiction, because you have to fight. You struggle to get over it because it's an addiction, you know? Like my addiction for energy drinks, for example.
The beast, and now we're saying like she's like the beast. I can't help myself. Like 2 Corinthians 11:14. And no wonder, for Satan himself masquerades as an angel of light. What she's doing with this new arc, she is trying to normalize and even profit from these self-destructive behaviors. She's trying to convince these people who were once seeking help to now normalize and even encourage them to engage with this stuff for her own monetary gain, while she's trying to act like she's doing them a service, that she's sacrificing.
The problem is not even monetizing for people who have addiction, because you're even more on the internet when you don't know who your consumer are. Like, it's no different from a person that have like a store or something, and he sells like beer and whiskey, and the person goes there and buy it. Like, he just sell it. Like, he has to sell it. It's like things works. Like, the only thing that he wants to worry about is of them being like underage, or not. Like, in your country, because in mine it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. It's just common. We see even kids buying beer for adults and etc. No one asks a thing. But yeah, it's in my country, whatever. We have laws like you guys have there, but it's just not respected. What I was saying again. So yeah, because like the other only furry girls, the other whores, that are there, they are just offering you a service as well. They don't know if the people who is gonna pay to watch them is an addicted or not. It's just a normal guy like looking for corn, They don't know that. They just offer the service, but they are different from her. That's why she's the lowest of the low, because she offers her services directly to people that are addicted. Oh my God, like she has fully, like she's clear. Like she oh God, like there is no way she can deny that she offers her service to addicted person, mainly like almost the totality, if not the totality of her public is addicted to corn. Oh my God. It's so disgusting.
Herself and her time and her energy to help them out with this new endeavor. This is so beyond diabolical.
But again, even though she's so fucking diabolical like that, I will say it again. You guys are responsible for where you put your money. You are adults. You decide that, okay? They have responsibility whether they're gonna pay her or not, okay? Yeah, you guys may link to the it's a drug addicted, like they will just sell the entire house to buy it. Okay, you may think that. but still they are supposed to decide, even these ones, what they are capable or not of doing. Yeah. Like, oh God, I don't know. I'm just, oh, this really pissed me off. This really pissed me off a lot, man. For real, I wasn't expecting this. I really wasn't expecting this. I was ready for everything, but not for the person who sells, like, who literally everything revolves around, like, helping people getting over their addictions, like giving them their addictions, like selling down their own addiction. Like, oh God, this is so fucking devilish. Oh my God.
Alcohol. I can't even believe this is real. Now she's gonna get into some bullet points about her new radical treatment method, and it's just as insane as you might have thought.
Okay, so here's a couple bullet points on just what the new program is going to look like and what I feel called to teach.
Bitch, I don't want to
First one is
listen.
rewiring sexual arousal patterns for freedom and self-mastery, not just through denial, but through rewiring. The next one is rebuild sexual vitality and pleasure sensitivity. Like, who doesn't want that?
I'm sorry, okay? I would jump this. I don't want to listen to her. I just don't, okay? I don't want to listen one word of her mouth. Well, of her filthy mouth, okay? I'm sorry, guys. I just can't. For real, I'm real pissed.
Legitimize what she's doing and rationalize it as well. And she starts with that whole rewiring process. I don't know, man. That sounds like some commie gobbledygook to me. Like, rewiring. How are you going to do that? You're going to rewire them? And at different points in the video, she basically says, like, your brain's already been completely, like, screwed. Like, it's been changed so much by this addiction. Like, you basically are completely cooked. But then she's like, oh, well, don't worry. Don't worry about anyone else. I can rewire your brain. Like, that's absolutely crazy.
I mean, that's crazy. We all know that addictions, for the pleasure that they give, along with the time, not all, but like, at least I know that coin addiction does that. Drug addiction also does that. I don't know about like alcohol, but drug addiction, sex addiction, like and what by I say sex is like corn or everything, like a nymphomaniac person, whatever. They liberate so much of chemicals in your brain. Of course, drugs do it in an absolute more level, but even so that within time it reduces your brain cells. Really, it reduces the size of your mass. Your brain mass, I don't know if I can say that, your brain mass, I'm sorry, I don't know these technical words that much of, science and all this stuff. But I think you guys understood. I don't remember where I saw this data. It has quite some years, but I remember that. You can go Google it, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna find it. A lot of info related to this, so that's why even kid like saying that weed is gonna make you dumb. Yeah, it makes you dumb over time because it really damages your brain. Like it makes your encephalo brain cells, like I don't know the name, man, because I don't know these words in English. I'm sorry. Your brain mass is small, within time. I don't know if does this means that your brain cells diminishes as well, but I know that it was pretty clear that the mass, the encephalo mass, like the brain mass, diminishes in size. So probably you lose brain cells with that, for real. I mean, I think that, like, neurons.
Crazy. And also, she spends a lot of the previous clips saying, like, this is optional, this is voluntary, you don't have to do this. But then she talks about some of the benefits of this, and she says, who doesn't want this? Everyone does. So she's literally making it clear that she wants everyone to engage with this stuff, no matter what's going on. And oh my God, the Messiah complex at the end about sacrificing herself to end the shame of everyone else. Do you see, like, the metaphor she's going for here? It's again, just diabolical, okay? She is basically saying, I'm going to sacrifice myself for financial gain. And you're going to see me as the hero at the end of all this.
Oh,
I
yes,
mean,
senor.
bro, they couldn't write an anime villain like this. This is so corny and ridiculous. But we kind of find out, I think, through some slips here, like, why this is happening. And it makes it even more shameful. Basically, she describes this section as letting go. But it's more like giving up.
Another thing that I needed to personally do is I needed to let go of trying to control men. It was a very hard job. It wore me down. It was exhausting trying to constantly carry men. Men are supposed to be the leaders, okay? I, as a feminine woman, cannot carry men and their problems. It is not my job to tell men what to do.
Oh, you're feminine
I don't have
woman.
the energy for it. I don't have the energy. I just don't have the energy. If you want to quit, quit. If you don't want to quit, don't. I'll tell you how to do it, but I'm tired of trying to convince men what they should be doing. It just was emotionally very hard.
Not
I
a
think
good
every man
excuse.
needs to decide
Not
for himself.
excuse.
And now what I'm doing is I'm just holding up the mirror and I'm saying, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What side of
Most of what you said could even work out for people that are not in your goddamn horrible situation that you put yourself in. Your situation enough, you can think with your small brain cells, can get you out of this, like literally
this
nothing.
do you stand on? What's going to bring you joy? I want to force you into your logical brain here. I want to help you to understand that you have a say.
Yeah, giving them porn so they, oh god, so the brain cells becomes even like their brain mass becomes even smaller. Yes, you're gonna help their logic brain cells, of course. The logic brain course.
You have power over your life. You don't have to let this control you. You can make the choice that makes you happy, but take full ownership.
Hey, she had me in the first half. Am I right, fellas?
Yes, ownership and my membership. Yes.
Okay. Jokes aside, it goes off the rails real quick there. Basically, she tries to say over and over again, it's up to the man to decide. Wait, what? Like, why were people paying you this whole time? Like, you were coaching people for years, probably making a lot of money, and now you're just saying, well, it's on you, dude. Like, it's up to you, bruh. What do you mean? You're basically saying it was like pointless to ever seek out help over this stuff. It's such a defeatist and really awful thing to say that it's just kind of like, if you want it, you can get it. If you don't, you don't. It's really that simple, guys. And she keeps asking again, like, what do you want? What do you want? And she talks about like thinking logically about this. And she really kind of like makes it clear. It's like, what makes you feel best in the moment? That's like this animalistic instinct that separates us, right? As a species. We have at least the capability in most cases to understand, like, yeah, there might be a lot of things I want, but acting on that all the time would be a really bad thing. People would act on what makes them feel best in the moment their entire life. You know where they end up? They end up in prison really quickly. This is a super dangerous thing to say to anyone, especially someone who has an addiction like this. But guys, don't worry. She wraps this off with a absolutely stunning closing statement. Her final message filled with more tears and more, I don't even know. I'm at a loss here. Let's just listen to her fight against the
really
beast
want
and,
to jump this.
and how she's
really
reflecting on everything she's done and
oh
the
my
road
god,
to the future.
I will need to
And
listen
finally,
to her
I
again.
want people to have an exciting, healthy relationship with themselves and their sexuality. Take away the shame. Love yourself, love your body, love your sexuality. Honor it, respect it, be excited about it, and learn to make good decisions with it.
It doesn't have to do with anything.
My
You
final
was
emotional message here is, although I loved fighting the beast, I realized that the beast was not the industry, not urges. The beast was deeply hurting people. I think my greatest sin in this whole process, the thing that I regret the most, is that I wasn't fighting, while I thought I was fighting the forces of evil, while I thought I was fighting the devil,
crocodile
so to speak,
tears.
what I was really fighting was broken.
Yeah, you was fighting devil and how you gave into it. Oh my
people,
god.
and in some ways making their hurt worse. I think of the hundreds, maybe thousands of calls at this point of people telling me, I'm so sorry I relapsed. No one should have to tell me that they're sorry for relapsing, that they're sorry for being broken. I'm not a priest that you have to confess to. I'm a friend that understands your want and hurt. My goal from now on, moving forward, is not to tell people that they're not good enough and to tell them that they should be better. It's to give them what they're truly lacking, inspire them to seek it out in real life, and to help them believe that they can.
Yeah, guys, she loved fighting the beast, the devil, as she saw in many
Most
cases.
didn't
But
survive this. Oh
turns
my
out,
God.
number one,
I
you
can't
can't win,
listen
I
to
guess.
her
And also,
anymore.
it turns out, well, she's the beast. Yeah, she's the beast. She's the one who told you what you're doing for years and years was wrong, and you needed to fix it. And then she's the one to turn around and feed you the thing that you're addicted to and that you were convinced was ruining your life. And it's not just anyone doing it. It's the person who is helping you, quote unquote, helping you all this time. And she describes herself as a friend. Back up. Okay, a little weird, a little parasocial, and also in another portion of the video, she describes how many of her clients would develop feelings for her. And she even said, too many of them. And it's like, it seems so grossly parasocial, not just now, but it's always been that way. Like, I really cannot believe the dynamic going on here. And she also has this quote about, like, she believes in you that, like, you can seek what you want and you can get it. And we're talking about an addiction to adult content. What are we saying? Like, what kind of a twisted, insane message is this? I cannot believe this is a real sentient human being. I don't know if this is, I have a feeling.
Because she's
but
not.
either
She's
this
a
is
creature.
incredible
She's an animal.
stupidity and hypocrisy on levels you can't imagine, or this is just true diabolical actions at play here. I don't really know any other way to break this down. But for now, and don't worry, there's a lot more to go into with their channel. There's a lot of yapping, a lot more crazy stuff to get into, but that's enough for today. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Before we go any further, I want to take this brief moment here to thank all of you, my patrons, that support my work here on YouTube, and especially my 5-tail fox tier member, Zalost, and my 3-tail fox tier members, Heath Rowell, Fenny Sylvy, and Radmuiel, for the incredible support to my work. Thank you very, very much. You guys are amazing. Also, thanks to everyone who donated to me through Tron and to all of my YouTube members. You can support this channel life and growth with just $5 a month and gain access to many perks. This is less than a burrito. Check out my Patreon, link is in the description below. I have a lot of things that I wanted to say about it, but I think I've said a lot of, like, controversial things already on this video. And, oh god, I'm pretty sure the things I still have to say are way more horrible than the ones I said before, even though they are all true. Like, yeah. Thank everyone for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Links below. Support me on Ko-Fi, Patreon, Tron, so I can get fuck out of this country, and I see you on the next one. Bye.